Hello and welcome to this week's Wednesday Waffle. In the news, well, there's not a lot of news this week, and the reason for that is everything's going fine. We went to Spiny Loch for a one-nighter over the weekend, and we're heading off later this week over Easter and heading for the hills. Yeah, we're heading out and following the Spey almost to its source. This week I'm having to hold my notes because I can't see. There's so much, because it's a serious subject coming up. But before we get to the story or the tale, which this week is not a tale, let's talk about the video of the week. Extinction Rebellion and how we are helping the planet. This video is from Escaping the Matrix for Good, an excellent channel, and the links will be there and on the end cards, so please go and take a look at him. Great family videos. I've been asked to do this topic, and I'm going to split it into two because it was about security and having a drink in your motorhome. I'm going to split it, and I'm going to talk about drink this week, and next week I'll do a bit on safety and security and how we deal with the things. There are two real parts to the story: drink driving and drunken charge. Drink driving first. If you get caught drink driving, then as far as I'm concerned, good luck to you. Let the courts have their way. You shouldn't be doing it. It's as simple as that. Drunk in charge, now that's a different matter, because it's the drunk in charge one that's going to catch out motorhomes. Okay, the blood levels, which are the ones most people know, in England are 80 milligram per 100 millilitres. Scotland and most of Europe has a lower limit set at 50 milligrams per 100 millilitres. There are other things, breath levels, etc., but they are also lower. As I say, drink driving, no excuse. Even the morning after, you know you had a lot to drink the night before, don't do it. Wait for your blood levels to go down. Drunk in charge is the more likely offence. But to be honest, we've been doing this 4 years now and done over 400 nights in Desmond, and we've had 2 knocks on the door, and they were the same day, and it was nothing to do with moving us on, nothing to do with anything but somebody else's safety. They were looking for somebody. The number of times we've had a police car drive by us around a car park or whatever, innumerable. Nobody's ever come to bother us. They've got more and better things to do by and large, in my opinion. However, if you are unlucky enough that the police did arrest you, charge you and take it to court, you do have a defence. And this is the defence that a motorhomer would use. You have broken the law, technically, if you are in charge of the vehicle. But you have to prove that you didn't intend driving the vehicle and therefore were not in charge of it. I haven't asked the police. I know there's plenty of people that ask police. I researched this on various lawyers' websites, because you're not going to argue with the police. If the guy's made his mind up that he's doing it, he's going to do it. The place to argue it is in court with your lawyer. Now, I'm going to read this bit out. The law states that someone cannot be convicted of an in-charge offence if they can prove there was no intention or likelihood for the vehicle being driven whilst the driver was over the prescribed limit. Unlike many other offences, with the offence of being drunk in charge, the accused must prove that they did not have any intention to drive the vehicle. The prosecution is not required to prove that the accused was likely to drive while unfit or over the limit. So there you go, a defence is available if it can show that there is no likelihood of driving whilst over the prescribed limit, and doing this should be established by scientific evidence or compelling circumstantial evidence. These are known as statutory defences. So I'm just going to pop that down for a minute. So how are you going to prove this? Well, this is opinion. I suspect that if you're in bed, steering lock on, and keys locked away or hidden away somewhere, which ours always are, they're separated between ignition key and domestic keys, and hung up and hidden away when we're not driving, whether or not I'm having a drink. The steering lock, the disc lock we use is always on when we're parked up. Even, you know, if it just gets it out of the way, it's a convenient place to store it, locked up on the steering wheel. Doors are locked, curtains pulled, etc, etc. It's the circumstantial one. Scientifically, I don't know how you would do that. It just doesn't strike me as being possible, but the weight of circumstantial evidence can be in your favour. So put the keys away somewhere safe, put locks on, make it pretty obvious that you ain't driving anywhere, or by the time, you know, you're under the limit before you drive anywhere. What can I say? I enjoy a drink, I enjoy my dram, but I don't drink heavily these days. I have a drink to enjoy. There is obviously a further defence, and that you're not in charge because somebody in the vehicle with you is sober and they're in charge. And I'm lucky in this respect that Lindsay no longer drinks. Yeah, Lindsay is largely teetotal. So she has the odd glass of wine. When I say odd, I mean maybe it's Christmas. And I don't drink to excess anyway. I have a dram. Sometimes at night, but not a great deal. Sorry, this week's subject has been a little bit heavy, but I was asked to give my opinion, so this seemed the perfect opportunity. Enjoy your motorhoming, enjoy your drink while you're motorhoming, but stay safe. Next week I'll deal with just that, how we stay safe and secure in Desmond. Before I go, I'm going to read one more thing that I noted in my research. And this is directly from the Road Traffic Act. Section 5 of the Road Traffic Act 1988 states, the defendant must prove that it was more likely than not that he had no intention of driving whilst the level of alcohol in his breath, blood or urine remained above the prescribed limit, in which case he is not considered to be in charge. Thank you for watching this week's Desmond's Donders. I hope you watch Friday's video where we wrap up the longer Donder. You'll see more video of the mermaid, and winter is coming. Bye for now.